This one. Okay, starting recording. Pwede po ba i-record? Yeah, ito recording na po. Yan. Okay. So, the importance and benefits of content marketing with a bonus at the end. So, ngayon, ano ba yung objectives natin on this call, no? So, the objectives of this call is to define content marketing and its purpose. Number two, understand the importance of and benefit of content marketing. Number three, appreciate the ROI or yung return of investment on content marketing. And then lastly, yung bonus natin, the content strategy that might save your business. Okay? So that would be our objectives. Ngayon, pakilala muna ako kasi baka hindi niyo pa ako kilala, no? Sino na dito nakakakilala sa akin? Can you type me kung kilala niyo na ako? Kung hindi pa naman, if it's your first time, it's okay. No? Sabihin niyo not. Kapag me, kilala niyo ako, not, ilagay niyo lang para kasi I know sino yung mga nandito na nakakilala. Okay? Kilala ko ni Christian, Mika, yan. Alright, nice. So may mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin. So for those people who doesn't know me yet, no, I am one of the coaches ng the freelance movement. No, I am a startup founder of Nara Labs Consultancy. This is Web3 startup company. I'm a co-founder of multiple communities and projects. So I'm Digital Brothers PH, PH Business Network, Crypto Accounting PH, and Crypto. I'm a podcast host and a content creator for freelancing, marketing, business, and personal development. And I'm an affiliate ambassador for multiple brands and programs. And I'm also a college professor. So yeah, that's me, what I'm currently. Okay. So ngayon, mag-i-start na tayo agad. Straight to the point. Now, with that said, I would like to present to you some case studies. So magsisimula tayo sa case studies about content marketing. So let me know lang kapag naririnig niyo sa.
Ito gusto natin, Daytona 7 pieces para sa mga...
Ayan, naririnig niyo na.
Daytona na 7 pieces.
Tapos terms na lang tayo
Oh. Yan. Explorer 36mm reference 114270. I-average natin yan. Meron din ako mga vintage. Yan. Meron akong Stardust. You cannot duplicate that anymore. Stardust. And then meron din ako nito.
Ito gusto ko to.
Ito nga parang ang bagay sa'yo eh.
Luma.
Okay. Okay, mahaba siya masyado, but the context here is, sino nakakilala kay Fahrenheit? Anyone who knows about Fahrenheit? Can you type in me kung kilala niyo siya? Wala? O hindi? Okay, sige. So right now, si Fahrenheit is someone, sumisikat siya ngayon right now sa TikTok and even in Reels, no? For those people who are actually, mahilig sa mga relo, no? Fahrenheit is actually building so much attention right now sa ano niya sa business niya, which is nag-sell siya, nagba-buy and sell siya ng mga luxurious um watches. So Rolex, umabot ng 6.5 million, ganun level. So, as in super premium, super luxurious na mga watches. And the way he actually, the way he actually sells it is through content. So, nire-record lang niya, basically, yung transactions niya on the way he actually sell, no? The way he actually negotiate yung mga relo na binibenta. So, gumagawa lang siya ng content. So, yun yung flow of contents niya. So, if i-visit niyo yung kanyang TikTok, no? Sobrang solid on how he actually execute and implements content marketing. Okay? So, another example, another case study.
Alam nyo ba?
Come with us in
Ito.
Alam nyo ba na mas masarap kainin ng old
Hindi pala
Come with us in
Alam nyo ba na mas masarap kainin
Ito.
ng old-fashioned donuts ni Lola Nenas na mainit? Initin ito sa microwave ng 15 seconds. Happy eating!
Kilala niyo to? Kilala niyo siya? Lola Nenas? I'm pretty much sure nakita niyo na yung mga contents nila. And ano masasabi niyo sa content ng Lola Nenas? Pinapanood ko yung videos nila sa TikTok. Yeah, Cyril. So, ano yung masasabi niyo sa content ng Lola Nenas? Any valid reaction? Iconic Lola Nenas, haha, eye-catching and funny, yes. Witty, entertaining, no? And that's funny, no? Funny. So makita niyo yung the way they actually do their content. In trend. Uy, nice. No? Trending, no? Actually, sila yung nagawa ng trend na to. Sila yung ginaya. I think sila yung nagsimula nung naka-green screen yung kotse. Tapos ang dami nung gumaya, no? So, content marketing. And because of that, grabe yung nilaki. Nagkamali lang yung siniscreen sa TikTok. Hindi ko alam kung bakit nagba. But, ang laki nung jump nila from their following when they actually did this. Sumikat si Lola Nena talaga because of this content. No? So, nag-viral sila. Maraming kinabahan sa content na yan, coach. Yes. No? Kala ko talaga masasagasaan siya di ba? Pero, tsaka, ang isa pa na, ano dito, medyo may, ano na siya, may edad. Tama ba?
Alam nyo ba
Ito.
na mas masarap kainin ang old-fashioned donuts ni Lola Nenas na mainit? Init
Di ba? Parang napaka-witty niya and hindi yung usual na mga ano hindi yung mga usual na endorser, no? Na kailangan sobrang sikat, na naghahawak ng donut. Ito, staff nila. No? Tapos yung staff nila, hindi pa yung pinakamagandang staff. Yung staff nila talaga na normal mo makikita sa stores nila. Na medyo may edad na, no? Na, ayun nga, Lola Nenas, it's on the branding, no? Yung concept nila napaka-witty, napakagaling nung pagkakagawa at pagkaka-strategize nitong marketing content na ginawa nila. Okay. So next. So these are for the short form contents, no? And definitely merong clear value yung contents na to na ginagawa ng mga to. Lola Nena si paring Hive sa business nila. So ayun yung point why am I actually sharing this one to you guys.
Come with us
Next,
in
ito.
LG Coolers.
Pause muna natin. So, familiar kayo sa mga UGC? So, familiar kayo sa mga user-generated contents and influencers, no? So, isa sa mga meta ngayon. So, mga meta. Sabihin sila yung meta, ito yung in-trend, no? So, yeah, ito ako. Isa rin ako. Nag-UGC rin kasi ako. So, I was invited by a brand to actually promote their business. No? So, I'll do contents for them. Kaya kumakain ako. Sobrang dami ko kinain dyan. No? Kapalit ng content na ibibigay ko for them. Yan. So, that's UGC. Ano yung kaibahan ngayon ng, ito,
Ice cream
another one,
tambayan
ice
dito sa
cream
South.
naman.
Tamang-tama, kakatapos lang ng bagyo and
Yan. Marami rin ice cream na kinain dyan. So, ito UGC to. Yung ginawa ko ay user-generated content. Ngayon, nakikita niyo si Davao Conyo. Kilala niyo si Davao Conyo, no? So,
Alam ko,
si
tapos
Davao
mag-wonder
Conyo.
ka kung bakit hindi kita kinakausap. Ilang beses na nga ako nag-sorry, di ba? So, tuwarin kita agad. Excuse me mga chef, pero naririnig ko kasi kayo ng mga customers natin sa labas. Kung pwede po sana hindi masyadong halata na nag-aaway kayo. Let's keep it professional. Team!
Yes, sir.
Isa kang ma-fried chicken sa table 7.
Copy, chef. Fried chicken daw.
Team, isa ng dating sweet na naging sour pork sa table 10.
Yes, sir. Copy, chef.
Ang Shanghai na ko, as if naman perfect ka. Nilagang baka naman kasi na may nagustuhan ka ng iba, kaya kating-kati ka na, napalitan ako. Ako ngayon, baka beef salt ikaw. Sizzling bula, lolokohin mo na nga lang ako, ide-deny mo pa. Tortang talong naman, ba't ba kung ano-ano yung mga inaasyobo tungkol sa akin? Dinakdakan ka ng sinungaling.
Mga chef, pwede po ba kiulit? Ang dami po kasi. Oo nga, buffet pa to.
Sino bahala ka na sa buhay mo? Pepperoni pizza, sawa na ako sa'yo. Sino nagluto ng kaldereta? Sino nagluto ng afritada? Ay, sorry. Break time ko kasi mga chef. Kaya nag-crave ako ng 555 tuna spicy kaldereta at 555 tuna afritada. Eh kayo nga yung nag-introduce sa akin ito eh. Sabi ninyo, sa mga panahong gusto nyo lang kumain ng masarap pero convenient, may 555 tuna para sa bawat ulam craving ninyo. 555 tuna kasi talagang comfort food namin. Kasi kumpleto na. Is delicious pa. Mabilis na nga i-prepare dahil sa easy open can. Exciting pa and never boring. Kahit pa ang dami na nating ulam na kayang lutuin, babalik at babalik pa rin tayo sa paborito na natin na is delicious i-prepare at i-enjoy. Oh, lasagna pa rin babalik sigaw ng dam. Gets nyo yung lasagna ginawa kong Sorry, akala ko pwede ako mag-entry din. Ang problema kasi
Kita niyo, Davao Conyo, isa sa mga taong I look up to when it comes to content marketing. Sobrang galing niya gumawa ng content. Napaka-seamless. Nakita niyo ang smooth nung pasok niya sa sa pag-promote ng product ng brand na pinopromote niya. Okay, 5552 na. So, pinakita niya doon na sinimulan niya muna sa mga pagkain. Kasi yung ginawa niya doon, tawag dito, yung conditioning. Kino-condition niya yung tao na he's going to talk about something about food. Di ba, ultimo away nung dalawang chef na gawa niya ng kwento, tapos nagbabatuan sila ng linya using pagkain, no? Ang witty, ang galing gumawa ng content, no? And yeah, yan yung isa sa mga gustong-gusto ng mga brands ngayon, gustong-gusto ng mga tao. Naaliw tayo and mataas yung retention natin. Pagdating doon na, oo nga, sarap ng 5552 na pag nakikita mo sa Davao ko niya, nare-remind ka doon sa mga brands na pinopromote niya. No? So, si Davao ko niya is an influencer. Okay? Ito pa, isa rin sa mga gustong-gusto ko rin na gumawa ng very witty din na context. Okay?
Ano sinasabi ko sa'yo, may pag-ganun-ganun ka pa. Medyo sa pangmalakasan ba ang hanap nyo, Bels, ha? Eto na yan, bakit? 127 lang. 12 pairs na, ang dami na nun, ha? O kung ayaw mo marumihin, mag-block ka malamang. O kung mali papasok ka trabaho pag ganun-ganon, school. Eto na yan, white. O, di ba? Eto ang quality, ha? Eto ang quality. Maganda-ganda ang quality. Tignan mo to. O, ganyan siya kapag malapitan, Bels. O, maganda-ganda na yan, ha? Ewan ko na lang kung di ka pa bumili niyan. Ayan siya, mag-check out tayo, mura. 127, 12 pairs. Andito yung yellow basket, parang di ka grade 2, mag-check out. Go.
Okay. Kita niyo ito? Ito, yung transition.
Oh, ano
Yung lalaki naging hotdog, yun. So, ang witty rin ng mga transitions niya, no? And binebenta niya, imagine niyo, medyas. Medyas yung binebenta niya. He's also an influencer and also an affiliate marketer. Pero ginagamit niya content marketing as part of his strategy, no? And para ma-appreciate nyo to lalo, no? Itong si Jo Marie, no? Napagawa niya yung bahay niya dahil lang sa pagko-content niya. Kasi napakalaking bahay, no? He was able to do that in a period of 1.5 years, I think, because of the witty contents that he's actually doing for his marketing. No? So, yan. Those are the user-generated content. So, again, ang kaibahan ng UGC at saka ng influencer, guys. No? So, UGC are contents na hindi kailangan sikat ang gumawa. Kaya ako, hindi naman ako sikat. I mean, pero I was invited to actually do contents for brands, no? I'll be creating, UGC will be creating contents of the brand. Tapos gagawa niya ng content, ipopost niya yun na parang experience niya, no, or anything relevant na content doon sa brand na yun. So that's UGC. Yung mga gumagawa ng reviews, gumagawa ng mga ratings, mga ganyan. So UGC yon. Ang influencer naman, they are actually paid because they are the brand themselves. No? Influencer, sila na yung brand. So parang basically, the brands are paying them because of their branding. Dahil sikat na sila because of the influence that they're. So yun yung kaibahan ng UGC and ng influencer. And both are effective. No? So for businesses out there na medyo hindi ganun kalaki yung budget for short form contents or creating contents like this one, they opt to go for UGC, no, yung mga UGC kasi mas organic, mas mas legit na pinaniniwalaan ng tao yung mga UGC. Kasi pag influencer, alam mo nang sikat sila and bayad na sila, kaya pinopromote nila yung brand versus dun sa mga tao na may actual experience dun sa brand, sa mga products na yun. So, but yeah, both contents are working well today. Okay, so tapos na tayo dyan.
Sa'yo is gagawa
Punta na tayo ngayon dito sa mga case studies on blogs or articles. No, so, of course, maraming klase ng content. No? Pag sinabi natin content marketing, hindi lang naman siya short form contents, hindi lang naman siya short form videos. We can also go back dun sa original na mga contents before, mga blogs and articles. So makikita nyo to, ito yung HubSpot. No, HubSpot, no, is one of the most successful uh, businesses because of blogs and articles, because of content marketing that they're doing. No? So HubSpot is a leading CRM, no, tool, customer relations management and marketing automation platform that has consistently leveraged content marketing to drive significant growth. No, so their blog is a cornerstone of their content strategy. So it features a wide range of articles, guides, templates, covering topics like inbound marketing, sales, and customer service. So by providing valuable information to their target audience, HubSpot has established itself as a thought leader in the industry. So this has led to increased website traffic, higher search engine rankings, and a steady stream of leads. So across CRM platforms, kilalang kilala talaga si HubSpot because sa content na ginagawa nila. So they are consistent in creating blogs and articles, sharing informations and educational informations, free resources, free lead magnets that they can use, no? That the target market of the target market nila na mga gamit ng target market. Yeah. So is it something that's workable until now? Yes, it is. No. So HubSpot grew into a major marketing platform by providing educational content for free, building authority, and creating trust. So yeah, very proven example of how you can actually leverage content marketing for your business. So ganun yung ginawa ng HubSpot. So may nakikita tayo dito sa gilid. Nakikita niyo ba to? Yung freebie alert. Gusto niyo ba yan? Gusto niyo ba ng freebie, guys? Do you want freebie? Ang freebie na to is a marketing plan template. It's a marketing plan template, no, from HubSpot that I can share with you. No, pwede nyo nang i-edit, no, on your own. Para kung halimbawa, meron kayong gustong pag i-pitch yung marketing plan ninyo as for maging prospect client niyo, you can use that template. Ngayon, gusto ko malaman kung gusto niya ba. Kasi kung okay lang naman kung kahit hindi, di ba? So, you can proceed on the next slide. Ayun, so gusto naman pala. Okay. Um, wait a minute. Sige, stop share lang ako. Wait. Hmm. Sige. So let's continue our discussion. Okay. So speaking of podcast, no, sino nakakilala dito kay RDR? Anyone who knows RDR? Si Raymond De Los Reyes. So he's also a famous TV personality na ngayon, no? And he has this podcast called um, RDR Talks. No? So kikita nyo siya madalas sa Facebook and sa TikTok. So solid yung mga contents din niya. No? So imagine he was able to do from 0 views to 27 currently as of checking 27.8 million views in just 2 years. Ganun nakalaki yung ginrow ng channel niya, no? Because of content marketing na ginawa niya. And yung content niya is of course via YouTube. No, nasa YouTube siya. And he is using right now podcast as his content. So mga long form contents din. Ayan. So this is also a case study na proving that content marketing should works.
Yung
And of
balita sa
course,
harapan ko mismo habang nagkakabang ako, ni-raid yung office nila. What
so
is the single?
we also have our own podcast. We just launched it last month, no? The Hustlers podcast naman. under PH Business Network. So that's also our community. About business din to. So pero freelancing in general. I mean business in general. So that includes freelancing, service-based, product-based offers, basta anything about business in the Philippines. So yeah, meron na rin kami podcast and we believe in the power of content marketing. So kung gusto niya rin, you can also like, subscribe, and share din sa Hala Hustlers Podcast. Available na rin siya sa YouTube. Ayan, let's now proceed on schoolmate mo si RDR nung college. Nice. Saan kayo? Before we proceed.
Sa New
Upline ko
Era
si
pala
RDR.
po.
New Era sa may
Yep.
Commonwealth.
Yes po, sa may central.
Okay. Nice. Cool. Okay, so yeah. Solid yun. Solid yung mga contents ni RD. Very nice. Okay, now let's go on case studies naman on social media when it comes to content marketing, no? Kilala niyo ba to, the brand? May nakakilala ba dito? Baka hindi niyo kilala to eh. Kanya type in SB kung kilala niyo. Yun, no? Sika, ano mukhang regular customer kayo yung mga nag-type ng SB dyan. So, so yeah, definitely almost everyone knows about SB. No? Kasi nga, una, guys, so SB doesn't even run ads. They don't do marketing initiatives. Ang marketing nila is their brand. Yung brand mismo nila na luxurious coffee and word of mouth. So yun yung parang nila, marketing nila. Hanggang sa nagkaroon na ng mga planners, nagkaroon na ng mga collectibles, nagkaroon na ng mga star. Pero originally, no, dati, nakwento lang din sa akin, kasi I have, friends and relatives who are working with Starbucks. The owners of Starbucks doesn't want to give an effort on marketing. Gusto nila, ang marketing nila is yung experience sa Starbucks, no? Yung experience. Because people feel, wonderful inside the Starbucks, people will actually just tell about Starbucks. So, ganun. Parang gusto nila yung ganung culture. But, mapapansin natin ngayon, nag-pivot sila. Because of the ongoing content marketing era right now. We are already in the era of attention economy. Alam niyo attention economy? You know, ang currency right now ng mga tao is nasa attention. Most attention, the one that gets most attention are the ones who are getting richer right now. So kung ano yung mas maraming attention, yun yung mas maraming pera. Yun yung mas maraming nagkakaroon ng pera. Kasi we're right now on the attention economy. No? So labanan tayo ngayon sa attention. Then Starbucks cannot anymore, you know, sustain the cultural marketing strategy that meron. They have to actually adapt to digital marketing, to digital space. So right now, what they did, they actually build their social platforms. Gumawa pa rin sila. Nag-build sila ng Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, sa Pinterest, and sa YouTube. And kita nyo naman, grabe, no? Nag-full blast marketing sila ngayon on social media content marketing. Ang Starbucks. No, even sa mga merch, no? Sa mga collectibles nila. No, it's not enough. Kaya nag-full blast sila ngayon sa social media content. So that's just a proof na content marketing is something that we have to leverage today for our business or for your clients. Okay? So, nagets ba, guys? Na-appreciate niyo ba yung content marketing? Can you say yes if yes and no if no? At least I know na I'm not talking just rubbish here. Okay, so at least yan, no? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for those who are actively participating. Yan. So, Starbucks na yun, but they still did this. They still pivoted to social media content. Kasi yun talaga eh. We have to gather people who are, makipaglaban tayo sa attention ng mga. And that's how we actually do content marketing. Okay, next.
Yung balita
Ay,
sa harap.
okay. So let's now talk about the content marketing and its purpose. No? So, ano nga ba yung content marketing? O baka kasi iba dito nag-join, hindi pa na alam, it's okay. No? So, in a definition, content marketing, it is a strategic approach to creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and engage a target audience. So, ano yung purpose ng content marketing? It's to build trust, educate, and ultimately drive profitable customer action. Yun lang. As simple as that. Para mas madali natin maintindihan. Now, again, content marketing, it's a strategic approach in creating, distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and engage a target audience. Alright? Clear ba yun, guys? Clear ba? Yung content marketing? Nagets nyo na ba kung ano yung content marketing? Or medyo na may nalilito pa rin? Okay lang pag may nalilito, at least we can clarify. Baguhan. Uy, RB, nandiyan ka pala. Yan. Clear naman, sabi ni Adeline. Gets. Okay, so content marketing, malawak siya. No? So may social media, may short form contents, mayroong blogs, may articles, no? May podcast. So malawak si content marketing. No? And yun ang kagandahan sa content marketing. Kaya sabi content is king, di ba? So because right now we are whatever content you put out there, make sure that it's something that will, you know, help your business grow. Okay? So yun lang naman yung purpose and definition of content. Ngayon, ang tanong, no, why content marketing is essential today for your business? Okay, so 80% of consumers prefer to get information from articles over ads. Let that sink in. 80% of consumers, when I say consumers, yung mga taong nanonood, nagbabasa ng content, prefer to get information from articles over ads. Ito pa, modern buyers do their research online before making a decision. Sino sa inyo yung ganon? Bago kayo mag-decide bumili ng something or bago kayo anything that you decide on, nag-Google muna kayo or nag-chat GPT muna kayo. You know, me. Di ba? Pag bibili kayo ng gamit, anong hinahanap nyo? Anong sinesearch nyo? Nagbibili kayo ng gamit. Reviews, so reviews, customer feedbacks. No, minsan blogs, yung mga content creators na gumagawa ng videos na from that product. Good reviews, feedback. O, see? And that's content. Those good reviews, those feedbacks are content. That's content. Part of content, yes. No? So content marketing is about reaching people at different stages of their buying journey. Naintindihan niyo ba yung buying journey? Sino nakakita dito ng buying journey? Sabi natin buying journey, ano ba explain? Ayun, si Dionel. Sige nga. Let's see. O sino hindi nakakaintindi na? Para at least alam ko kung i-explain ko pa ba siya. Okay. Buying experience is part of the buying journey. Sino yung hindi nakakaintindi? Can you type me? Yung mga hindi. Para at least I can clarify this. Ayun. So may mga hindi nakakaintindi. Okay, good. No? So when I say buying journey ng isang tao, kayo, no? Ang buying journey natin happens from the moment we actually see the product. Nakita mo pa lang siya. So, pag nakita mo pa lang yon, either yung content, yung product na yon, article, or yung podcast, or yung video na yon, the moment you see it, that starts the buying journey. No? So, yung buying journey, yung pag-check mo na ng feedback, ng reviews, pag-check mo ng features and benefits ng product, no? Pag binasa mo yung articles, no? Naghanap ka ng mga reaction videos, ng reviews, ng um, uh, chinek mo yung iba't ibang competitors, no? Until you actually press the button of checkout or purchase, add to cart, no? Pag checkout process mo, until ma-receive mo yung product, that's part of buying journey. Okay? So that's the buying journey. Clear ba, guys? Is it clear? Yung buying journey? At least naintindihan nyo na yung part na yun. So, may iba't ibang stages sa buying journey. Okay? So, it's another topic, pero yun lang. At least naintindihan nyo lang may iba't ibang stages sa buying journey. Sorry. Okay, let's proceed. Ngayon, let's now talk about the key benefits of content marketing. No? What are the key benefits of content marketing? Okay, so before I proceed to this, I would like to know, ngayon, dahil nagkakaidea na kayo about content marketing, sa tingin nyo ngayon, no? Based on mga na-discuss na natin, no? Yung mga samples na pinakita ko, yung case studies, ano sa tingin nyo ngayon yung mga key benefits of content marketing? Kaya nyo type in whatever that is, walang maling sagot, no? Kung ano lang insight nyo. Pag sinabi natin key benefit, ano yun? Bakit nga ba bakit may benefit nga ba si content marketing for our business, sa freelance business natin, or sa mga clients, no? Na magiging clients natin? Sabi ni higher reach. Oh, nice, Lorna. Si visibility, sabi ni Rachel, and visibility, brand awareness, si Dionel, joy leads and conversion. Okay. Income booster, attract more buyers, product awareness, informative to be relevant, awareness, create interest, brand interaction. What else? Product awareness and income booster. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your for all your insights. No? So let's now talk about the key benefits of content marketing. So how will it help decision making, educating audience, and shock content? Number one, tama kayo, no? It increases brand awareness. One of the benefits ng content marketing, tandaan nyo to pag may nakausap kayo na nakikipag-debate sa inyo, ay, hindi pala ng content marketing. Isang pala sa kanya. If you want brand awareness, if you would want to build your business, you have to increase your brand awareness. And how are you going to do that? Through content marketing. So more content is equal to more opportunities for visibility. Kung gusto nyong lumaki yung brand ninyo, kung gusto ninyong sumikat yung brand ninyo at mag-grow yung business ninyo, you have to be visible as much as possible. Always remember that. You have to be visible as much as possible because more visibility means more opportunities to grow and scale your business. So kailangan ma-build, no? Ma-build yung kaya ginagawa natin yung content marketing is for us to increase level of brand awareness. Okay? Naiintindihan tong part na to. Yung increased brand awareness. It's so important na naiintindihan natin yung brand awareness part. Kasi marami ako nahawakan na client nun na ang ganda ng brand nila, ay ang ganda ng product. Sobrang solid. Sobrang solid ng product, pero hindi kilala. Kasi walang brand awareness. So no matter how good your product is, if you're not, visible enough to your target audience, to your target market, it's useless. No matter how good your product is, if you're not visible, it's useless. No? So, very important tong benefit na to ng content. Next, benefit. So, it builds trust. I think may nabasa rin ako na sumagot niyan. Builds trust and authority. No? So, consistent valuable content positions you as an expert in your field. No? Um, yeah. So basically, kung mas visible ka na and mas consistent ka, no? At mas napoprove mo na nagpo-provide ka ng value sa target market mo. Katulad na ginawa ng HubSpot, no? Kanina, nagbe-build ngayon sila ng trust and authority sa industry na ginagalaw. Now, the more visible they are, the more they can get, the trust and authority in their industry, in the market. Okay? So that's another key benefit. Next, it boosts SEO. No? Alam niyo ba yung SEO? Can you type in ano yung ibig sabihin ng SEO sa mga nakakaalam? SEO. Ayun, no? Sabi ni Christian, it's a search engine optimization. Bakit ba kailangan natin i-boost yung search engine optimization? So, for a quick lang, for your idea lang, yung search engine optimization. Di ba, may mga search button kaya sa mga social media platforms. Yeah. Search engine ang tawag doon. Kung saan kayo nagta-type at nagsa-search, search engine yung tawag doon. Tapos mapapansin nyo, di ba, pag nag-search kayo, may mga lumalabas na mga keywords na or may mga nauunang lumabas based on your research. At tawag doon, ranking, SEO ranking. No? So yung the best contents are ranked first or ranked higher sa search engine. So imagine mo, yung brand na gusto mong i-promote or yung business mo. No? And wala kang content marketing. Paano ngayon mabuboost yung SEO mo? Paano ngayon mararank higher yung website mo or yung business mo in search engines if you're not visible enough? Okay? So content marketing actually helps businesses to boost search engine optimization. Bakit gusto nating i-boost yung SEO? Anyone, can you type in bakit nga ba? Okay lang kahit hindi. Well, okay naman talaga. Pero sa tingin nyo, bakit kailangan natin i-boost yung SEO? Bukod sa visibility, to be the first choice, exactly ka. Kasi kung sino yung unang lumabas, usually yun yung unang pipindutin ng mga tao, di ba? Kapag nag-search kayo. Eh kung nasa pang 100 page kayo, hindi na kayo mararating ng target audience nyo. Kaya napakahalaga ng SEO. Kaya actually people are paying for this one. So may technical part si SEO. No, but what's good in content marketing is it boosts your SEO organically without even paying for ads. No. So if solid kayo, consistent kayo sa content marketing, it helps the SEO. Alright? Next benefit. It generates leads. Of course, given na yun. No? Kapag okay ka, mas visible ka, content marketing generates leads. So well-crafted content can guide potential customers down the sales funnel. Okay? So this is pretty much self-explanatory, no? So, yeah. Naintindihan ba tong part na to, guys? Baka may hindi nakakita ng sales funnel. Lahat naman nakakita ng sales funnel. Kung naintindihan nyo, type funnel. Kung naintindihan nyo. Kapag hindi, not funnel. At least may explain natin. Okay. So, okay si RB. Ano pa? Yung iba, how about others? Guys, 44 tayo dito. Chat nyo naman. Again, actively participate. Ayun lang hinihiling ko for this session. Okay, so may mga hindi familiar sa funnel. Okay. So with that, no? Sinabi natin sales funnel, ito yung, kumbaga, yung marketing, alam niyo yung funnel, di ba? Yung pag sinabing funnel embudo, yung parang pangsalo ng mga gulaman, ng mga juice, tabi-tabi. Yung funnel, basta yung embudo, ganun. So, ganun siya. So, ganun din, mayroon din tayong tatawag na sales funnel, no? So, may upper funnel, sa top of the funnel, may tatawag na top of the funnel. Saan ba nanggagaling yung traffic o yung leads, no? Yung mga leads, for example, may nakita kayong ads, no? Tapos, ginilike nyo yung ads, napunta kayo sa website. From the website, napunta kayo doon ngayon sa sales page, no? Tapos, from the sales page, nakapapasok na kayo doon sa email newsletter o nakapag-subscribe na kayo sa newsletter ng business na yon. So, yung process na yon, it's called sales funnel, no? Kung saan ka na, kumbaga yung movement ng traffic ng leads, sales funnel yun. Up to the point that they will be closed or converted into a sale. Yun yung sales funnel. Yung pinakadulo, yun, yung sales na yun. Benta na siya. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag nating sales funnel. So, example, ayun yan, tulad niyan. Nakakita kayo ng ads sa social media, click nyo yun, no, napunta kayo sa isang website or sales page, or landing page, tapos napunta kayo sa email newsletter nila, hanggang sa napabili na kayo ng product. That's a sales funnel. Okay? Nagets ba? So, I'm trying my best to explain it in a way na mas madaling maintindihan. But yeah, no. So, with that, no, with that said, content marketing is on the top of the funnel. Si content marketing ngayon yung mag-a-attract sa sales. Sa mga traffic. Nasa leads. Pag sinabi tayong leads, sila yung mga prospects na maging customers, maging clients. No? Yun yung sinasabi nating leads. Kaya napakahalaga ng leads. So, yung mga leads, no, this content marketing usually ang nasa top of the funnel or a paid ads. Yung mga FB ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, mga ads na yan, no? So, and content marketing is the organic one. Nagiging top of the funnel. So, okay? So, definitely content marketing is one of the major contributor in lead generation for businesses. Okay? It's one of the major lead generation contributor sa mga business. Content marketing. Okay, next. So again, another key benefit of content marketing is it improves customer retention. So it continually engage with your audience and keep them coming. No? Sino ba naman ang ayaw ng customer retention for their business? Di ba? Yung buying back na lang, mayroon ka ng mga suki, no? Keep coming back na lang yung mga customers. And with content marketing, since it boosts visibility, SEO, no? And nagiging top of the mind ka ng mga tao, no? People will be having you as their top choice. Ngayon, I would like to check on with you guys. Pagdating sa fast food chains, sino ang top of mind niyo? Can you type in? Huwag na kayo masyado mag-isip pa. Yung unang pumasok sa isip niyo, yun yung type. Jollibee, McDo, Inasal, McDo, Jollibee, McDo, Inasal. Oh, grabe, may Jollibee, McDo, Jollibee. Come on guys, 46 tayo dito. Come on. Diwata Paras Overload, oh. Grabe na. Inasal, Jollibee. Come on, yung iba. Jollibee. See? Top of mind natin, Jollibee, si McDo, no? And usually si Jollibee. Why? Ang tindi ng retention ni Jollibee sa utak ng Pilipino. Kasi bawat kanto, halos bawat city, may Jollibee. Di ba? And sa commercials, sa ads, no? You will always see Jollibee. O, ito naman next. When it comes to convenience store, sino top of the mind din niya? 7-Eleven, 11-7. Yun, 7-Eleven. Imagine mo, ginawa ba naman ng 7-Eleven, bawat kanto, nilagyan nila ng 7-Eleven. Ngayon, lumalaban si Dali ngayon. Si Dali, ganun din. Parang kabuting biglang nagsulputan si Dali eh. But, see, top of mind, 7-Eleven. Ito, mas shorter naman. Medyo mas maliit, no? Okay. Pagdating sa, hmm, pagdating sa sapatos ng lalaki, anong una pumasok sa inyo? O Nike. Ang bilis, no? Nike. Fila, Adidas, Isetan. Isetan, no? No. Isetan ba yun sa Manila? O, di ba? Sa girls naman, pagdating sa, ano ba? Sa makeup, ano yung top brand nyo na naisip nyo? Make, Maybelline. Sa mga girls, MAC, Dior, Nena. Iba-iba. Maybelline, Shiseido, MAC. O yun. At least mayroong sa MAC medyo nagkakasundo kayo. Pero iba-iba pa din. But yeah, no? Meron top of mind sa mga brands. And because regular nyo silang nakikita. O ito, pinamabilis. Pagdating sa toothpaste, ano yung top of mind nyo? Toothpaste. Colgate, di ba? Imagine that's the power of content marketing. No? And that's the impact of Colgate. Kasi lahat tayo, even hindi Colgate yung hinahanap natin, pag naghanap sa tindahan, pabili nga pong Colgate yung close up. Di ba mga yan? Pabili nga po ng Pampers yung, ano ba yun, EQ or Huggies. No? Pepsodent, grabe naman yung Chris. Pang ano na yan, yung mga pang postizo yan. Yan, no? So, imagine nyo, that's the power of content. It improves customer retention. O, ito, sa soft drinks. Ano? Last. Sa soft drinks, ano top of mind nyo? Coke na Pepsi, Royal, Coke, Coke, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola brands, Coca-Cola product. Di ba? Ang tindi ng, and Coke, honestly, was one of the most successful companies who used content marketing to build their brands. They even beat Pepsi na nauna sa kanila. And that's the power of content marketing. Okay, next. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin. Okay, okay na ba tayo? No, recap lang sa mga ano natin, no? Sa mga key benefits. Key benefits natin. Number one, it increases brand awareness. Two, builds trust and authority. Boost SEO. Generate generate leads. And then improves customer retention. So we have 5 key benefits ng content marketing. Now let's proceed to the ROI of content marketing. So ano nga ba yung ROI ng content marketing? So when I say ROI, the return of investment, kapag nag-invest ka sa content marketing. So you have to actually measure the success of content marketing. How are you going to measure the success of content marketing? Kasi yun yung ROI. Sabi natin na nag-ROI tayo sa content marketing. So let's now proceed on this one. So, isa sa mga masasabi natin na masasabi natin successful si content marketing is because content marketing lasts longer. content lasts longer. No? So the blogs, the videos, and other forms of content continue to generate leads long after they're published. So imagine may video yung ginawa mo today for your brand, it will it will be there for a lifetime, hopefully, unless, you take down yan. Yung content na inilabas nyo na yan dyan, nandyan na yun. No? And it can generate leads continuously. Yung vlogs and videos and other forms of content. Pag na-upload nyo na yan dyan sa social media, na-upload nyo na sa YouTube, sa Facebook, sa TikTok, it's already there. And hindi mo alam kung sino yung tao makakakita nun at naging customer. Okay, so that's content. Next, of course, lower costs. So content marketing costs 62% less than the outbound marketing strategies that generate 3 times more leads. So kung kwentahin natin, definitely pwedeng almost the same lang. Kasi nakatipid tayo sa content marketing. Kasi pag paid ads, gagastos ka talaga ng malaki. No? For you to actually, for example, earn 500,000 pesos of sales, you have to actually at least gumastos ka na 50 to 100,000 pesos ads alone. No? And that's a big thing. But yeah, definitely ads work. The paid advertisement. Pero yun nga, we're talking about content marketing. It has lower costs. Kung you will be doing this for your clients or for your own business, it's good to understand and appreciate that content marketing is cheaper. Okay. Next, it has long-term impact. So given na sabi ko nga kanina, content lasts longer. So ibig sabihin, mas patagal siya nag-stay dyan, mas marami siyang pwede ma-convert kasi nandyan na siya. It has long-term impact. So it builds an asset that, continues to deliver value. Okay? So yung video, yung contents na ipinablish na dyan, nandiyan na yan. It will continue to give value to more people from generation to generation. Kaya long-term yung impact. Alright? Okay ba guys? Clear naman yung ROI? Na-appreciate niyo ba yung ROI ng content marketing? Yes or no? The reason, I'm not sure kung freelancers lahat na nandito, or ba may mga business owners din. But I would want you to appreciate na ito yung power ng content marketing. Definitely, if you're a business owner, for example, if you're an e-com company, you would want to use ads to generate, sales for your company. And definitely that's okay. Pero yun nga, no? If we're going to look forward in a long-term sustainable scale for your business, content marketing is the key. Okay? Right now, ngayon, ito po ba? Okay, ngayon let's now talk about lower cost. Yes, lower costs. Tapos long-term impact. Yan. Okay na, Rod? Alright. So ngayon, let's now talk about the content strategy that might save your business. Ready na ba kayo? This is something that I personally do. No, I personally crafted. Pero kung interested na naman kayo, bonus na lang kasi to. So this is just a bonus. I'm supposed to give this to my students. Pero since nandito kayo, I'm 49 kayo nandito, gusto kong i-share sa inyo kung interested kayo. Yun, interested naman, mukhang marami. Pero ilan lang yata, parang wala pa sa 10 yung ready at interested. So, baka wag na lang. Ayan. Oh, yun. Ayan, may nakakilala kay UG, no? UG is my friend of mine din. May mga content creators dyan, nakasabi ko, sikat din. Yan. Okay, okay, good. Thank you, thank you. So, dahil interested kayo, let's talk about this strategy na nagawa ko for content marketing strategists like you. So, ano nga ba yun? It's the Sean method. Wow, di ba? Type nyo nga Sean. O hindi to joke ha. It's a legit, legit. So, nagkataon lang talaga na minix ko na lang siya in a way na we can build it in my So, I build it. No? So, Sean method is a holistic approach that uh, blends planning, authenticity, promotion, and relationship building to ensure that content marketing not only attracts but also retains customers. So this strategy can be a lifeline for businesses looking to reestablish strong customer relationships and drive sustainable growth. No? So yan, dahil branding nga naman, tama ka si RD. So para madali nyo rin matandaan, pag naalala nyo ako, maalala nyo rin yung method na tinuro ko. Okay? So ano nga ba yung Shan method? So letter S, strategize. So you have to plan your content and align with your business goal. So when we say plan and align your goals, the first step is developing a well thought out content strategy. So this means identifying your target audience, no? Setting clear goals. Example, brand awareness, lead generation, ano ba yung goal ng content marketing na to? And aligning content efforts with your overall business objectives. So again, no, strategize. You have to strategize well. No, start on strategizing. Ito bang content na to, pag ginawa ko to, no, ano ba yung goal nito? Sino yung target audience ko dito? Pag sinabing sino yung target audience ko dito, ano yung customer avatar? Ano yung description nila? Ano yung demographics? Ano yung needs nila? Yeah. That your business can actually provide. No? So anong key focus on strategizing? Uh, So again, the key points here, dito may mention ko na lang, no? Hindi ko tinype to. I would want you to listen on this. Research your audience pain points. Now, research your audience pain points. Second, key point. You have to plan content that solves problems or adds value. Dalawa lang. It's either a content that solves problem or it adds value. Okay? And then lastly, mag-set kayo ng KPI. Ano yung KPI? Mga key performance indicators. Example, website traffic, conversions, engagement. No? So, you can create personas and map out their content journey from awareness to purchase. Yung sinabi ko kanina, yung buying journey na. No? So, kailangan mag-set kayo ng KPIs. Again, tatlong key focus lang on strategizing. Research your audience pain points. Second, plan content that solves problems or adds value. And then third one, set KPIs. Gets? Na-note nyo ba yun? Gets nyo ba yun? May hindi ba naintindihan sa part na yan? Let me know pag may hindi nakakaintindi para we can talk about it more. Pero kung clear na, can you type in clear? More pa nga po sa KPI. Again, KPI, Key Performance Indicators. So ito yung mga measurable, ang mga numbers na, no? Na para masabi mong successful yung content marketing strategy na ginawa mo. So, yung KPI na yon, pwede mong makita via website traffic, gaano karami pumasok sa website, no? Gaano karami yung click rates, gaano karami yung open rates, gaano karami yung nag-check out, at gaano karami yung nag-purchase. Pwede rin sa social media, no? Gaano karami yung likes, yung views, yung reactions, yung comments. Those are KPIs. Gets na? Clear ba? Clear? Can you type in clear? Para mag-proceed tayo sa next. Yun. Okay. Good. Next is humanize. Now, humanize, letter H. So you have to use authentic storytelling and build emotional connection. You have to be human. Hindi pwedeng AI dito. No? Hindi pwedeng robot. Definitely, we can use AI for help or for guidance or for reference, but never, just copy paste whatever you have seen from AI, mga AI generated na mga contents, no? Kailangan meron pa ring human touch. Yan, sabi ni Lorna, may touch people's emotion. You have to be authentic as much as possible. Nakita niyo yung mga content kanina na pinakita kong samples, mga short form content. The reason they actually boom and nag-viral sila kasi people can relate to those storytelling process. Either na-entertain sila, na-touch emotion nila, natuwa sila, or naiyak sila, or na-in love sila. No? And that's being human. You have to humanize your content. No? So ano yung mga key focus ngayon? So humanizing your brand through storytelling is essential. Always remember that. So in a world, dominated ngayon, sabi ko nga, ng AI, automated contents na authentic stories, testimonials, and UGC, mga user-generated contents, help businesses connect emotionally with their audience. Kaya nga, di ba kanina nasabi ko sa inyo, minsan mas effective pa yung mga UGC versus influencers. Kasi yung mga UGC are not known people, pero they have actual, authentic, genuine experience of the brand or the product. Versus yung mga influencers na alam mo namang binayaran na ng product to, sponsored na. Di ba? Because it touches human emotions, it becomes relevant to them. It's relatable. Okay? So ngayon, with the humanized strategy, may tatlo ulit tayong key focus. Ano yung tatlong yon? Number one, you can share behind the scenes customer stories or company values. You can share behind the scenes, mga BTS, customer stories, feedback, testimonials, experience, ratings, whatever that is, and company values. Okay, so that's one. Number two, second key point, a key focus for humanize. You have to use conversational tones that resonate with your audience. Conversational tone, dapat nakikipag-usap tayo sa target audience. It should not sound robotic. It should not sound demanding. It should not sound forceful. No? It should be conversational. Mapapansin nyo ba yung may tinatawag tayong TikTok accent? Dito sa Pinas sino familiar sa TikTok accent? Anyone familiar with the TikTok accent sa TikTok? Meron ba? Yung pumunta ako dito, ganito. Diyan na sila magkwento. Yung parang pag alam mo na nag-story time, gano'n, or nagbablog, may particular TikTok accent or may TikTok, tone na tinatawag. So mapapansin nyo yan. Pansinin nyo na lang siguro. Or observe nyo. Kasi ako, I'm a person talaga na nag-observe ng mga contents. So mapapansin nyo even yung tonality, pare-pareho. Pumunta ako dito. Ganito. Di ba? At yun na nga, malungkot na nga ako. Ganyan. Sinasama ko sila, ganito. Ganon yung tono. No? So, minsan matatawa ka eh. Mapapansin nyo yan. Mapapansin nyo yan. No? But people are actually engaged on listening to that because it's a tone dedicated for conversation. No? It becomes conversational. Sino nyo, yung mga marites or yung mga chika sa TikTok, sa Reels, no? Na may nag-story time, ang daming engagement. Kahit nakahiga yung nagko-content, basta nagkakwento siya ng chismis, ang daming content. It's conversation. Okay? So that's the second one. Second key focus. Third key focus is you have to engage in conversations and address feedback personally. Engage in conversations and address feedback personally. Hindi ko na na-screenshot yung part ng Starbucks. Pero di ba nabanggit ko kanina yung Starbucks, nag-full blast sila. So to the point na even in Twitter, they're actually responding to tweets. Ang bilis sila mag-respond. Di ba nagko-comment sa mga social media platforms sila, nag-engage sila. No, hindi like a robot na monotonous yung respond, na parang chatbot na lang, no? Pero they actually engage in a personal level. So mapapansin nyo rin yan sa mga brands, sa TikTok, sa Reels, no? On how they actually engage with their audience. No, minsan nga nakikipagbardagulan pa eh, yung mga brands eh. Di ba? But they become more human. They become more, on a conversational level. And people appreciate and loves that. No? Nai-hit yung target audience. Okay, again, humanize, no? Key focus natin is, of course, share behind the scenes, customer stories, feedback, reviews, and company values. So, i-highlight mo yung company niya. Second key focus, use conversational tones, no? Be conversational. And last, engage. Engagement is the key na naman, no? Engage in conversations and address feedback personally. Okay, all goods ba tayo sa humanize strategy? The letter H. All goods? All goods, type all goods kung goods tayo. All goods, all goods. Yun. Goods, 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 goods. All goods, all goods. Ayan, parang ilan lang yung nag-all goods para konti na. Tulog na tayo. 51 na tayo dito guys, oh. Dumadami tayo na dumadami. So, yeah, okay. All right. Next tayo sa A, which is amplify. So, amplify, amplify, yung, ang lalim naman ng word nito. So, promote content across multiple platforms to reach the widest audience. So, basically, yung meaning ng amplify. Naintindihan naman natin yung amplify, no? So, parang palalaguin. So, parang gano'n, no? So, we have to distribute and promote content effectively sa amplify player. So, now that you actually create high-quality contents, you have to amplify it across different channels. So, ngayon, sa social media, no, kailangan cross-posting na lahat or kailangan active ka sa lahat kasi kung nandun yung mga target audience mo. Iba yung market sa TikTok, iba yung market sa Instagram, iba yung market sa Facebook, iba yung market sa YouTube, iba yung market sa LinkedIn, no? You have to understand that. And for you to broaden your horizon, no, ng business mo, kailangan ma-hit mo, ma-amplify mo yung content mo, yung reach mo, no? So this step, focuses on leveraging social media, email marketing, influencers, SEO, podcast, and etc. to maximize your content's reach and impact. Okay? So that's amplify. Yan. Sabi ni Lionel, diversify, distribute mo. Kailangan ma-distribute natin yung content, hindi lang sa Facebook. Dapat kino-cross-post din sa natin sa across all platforms. No? So we have to leverage on the free social media. For now, For now, guys, by the way, for now, free pa ang social media. Pero darating yung time na we have to actually pay, like what Twitter is actually doing right now, si X Space, no? Si X, no? Now you have to actually pay subscription fee to actually use Twitter. Paano pag dumating yung time na gano'n na rin gawin ni Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? So right now, this is the cheapest way to promote, products or services to build our brands. So amplify. Ngayon, meron tayong four key focus on amplification or amplify. Ano yung four na yun? First, you have to use multiple platforms like Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, or YouTube. So whatever social media platforms. Number two, you have to engage influencers to promote your content. Kasi right now, one of the new metas is influencer marketing talaga. Ang lakas talaga ng influencer marketing right now. So you have to engage with influencers to promote your content. Next, or pwede na rin yung UGC, part na rin yan. Third, use paid ads strategically to target the right audience. So that's one way of amplification and mag-aano ka na. Pwede ka na mag-boosting or mag-paid advertising. And then lastly, repurpose content into different formats. You can repurpose a podcast content into a blog. So parang meron kami podcast content, pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, meron din yung blog version. May article version din siya. No? So you can repurpose contents into different formats. No? So, yun nga, turning a blog, or vice versa, turning a blog into a podcast. Or yung podcast long form content, pwede mong mag-create ng mga short form contents na multiple short form contents. No? Mga highlights. So there's a lot of ways to repurpose your content. So again, use multiple platforms, engage with influencers. You can use paid advertising, and then last is repurposing of contents. So that's for Amplify. Alright, gets ba yun, guys? Gets. Can you type gets kung okay tayo sa Amplify? Kung may tanong, please do. Para at least we can discuss it. Yeah, thank you, Lorna, for the summary. Okay, wala nang tanong, so let's proceed now on to the last. So the last one, N, no? Nurture. Maganda na to. Engage your audience with consistent follow-ups to build loyalty. No? Kailangan mabuild na natin yung loyal customers natin, mga suki. No? We have to engage with them. No? So, in nurture, we have to engage and retain through consistent follow-ups. Nurturing our audience, no, is key to building long-term relationships. Again, content marketing is long-term, right? No? So following up with the leads, keeping continuously providing valuable contents and consistently engaging with your target market or with your audience will turn them into loyal customers, will turn them into loyal audiences. And this will be a sales-driven strategy. We have to nurture. Hindi pwedeng pag bumili na tapos na yun, wala nang after sales service. Goodbye na. No. Okay, so anong key focus ngayon sa nurturing? So we have 4. Okay? Ano yung 4 na yun? Number 1, you have to create email sequences to nurture leads with valuable content. Ito na, papasok na si email marketing dito. So, definitely, email marketing is still part of content marketing pa din, no? But yeah, ito in email na. May particular platform. So you have to build email sequences to nurture leads with valuable content. Number 2, use retargeting ads to keep your brand in front of potential customers. So may mga tinatawag tayong retargeting ads. Yun yung mga ads na dun sa mga taong bumili na. So for example, isang tao bumili ka ng sapatos dati sa shop na yun. Using retargeting ads will let you see paulit-ulit yung ads na yun para bumili ka ulit. So that's nurturing also. Ganun din nangyari sa TikTok. Kung mapapansin nyo, di ba may mga yellow basket na pag may mga na-add to cart kayo, paulit-ulit yung ads na nakikita nyo. Retargeting ads yun. Para ma-remind kayo na meron kayo nakalagay sa cart nyo na kailangan nyo i-check out. Number 3, build communities where your audience can interact with your brand. So another meta right now in marketing is community building. No? Ang lakas ngayon ng mga communities, no? You have to build communities out from within your brand. So where your audience can interact, engage with each other. Magandang engagement and nurturing process yan. Technique. Building communities. Gawa ka ng Facebook group, gawa ka ng GC, or even GC lang, no? Or may mga meetups kayo or whatever that is, no? na tailor fits the business nyo as product. Last, the fourth one, provide continuous educational resources or free tools sa mga lead magnets. Pamigay kayo ng mga lead magnets. Kanina, di ba? Kanina meron tayong free tools from HubSpot. So, can give that for you for free. Yung mga hindi tribe members dito na gusto rin, no, ulitin ko na lang, yung mamaya, no, tawag dito yung mga gusto rin makakuha ng DC script, I will give that to you later. I'll give that for free. Meron akong DC script na ginawa. Discovery call script na you can use. No? So later on, after the end of the session. Pero, yeah, I'll give that for free. Okay, so for example, yun, yung ibibigay ko sa inyo, that's a free tool, that's an educational resource that you can actually use. So that is of value for your business. No? Okay. So again, ano yung key focus ng Nurture? Ulit, create email sequences to nurture leads with valuable content. Number 2, use retargeting ads, no, to keep your brand consistently in front of your potential customers or your recurring customers. Number 3, build communities where your audience can engage and interact with your brand. And lastly, provide continuous educational resources or feeds. Okay, so ano yung summary ng Sean method? Okay, ulitin natin, of course, no? Again, S, strategize, plan your content and align it with your business goals. Humanize, make sure may human touch. Now, use authentic storytelling and build emotional connections. Amplify, promote content across multiple platforms, reach the widest audience. And nurture, engage your audience with consistent follow-ups to build loyalty. So again, the Sean method is holistic approach that, blends planning, no, from planning, authenticity, promotion, and relationship building to ensure that content marketing not only attracts, but also retains customers. So this strategy can be a lifeline for businesses looking to reestablish strong customer relationships and drive sustainable growth. Kasi kapag na-build na yung strong customer relationship, definitely follow up na lang dun yung sustainable growth. And that's the goal of content marketing. Kasi yung ads, definitely ads is there, no? Paid, mabayad ka ngayon, may leads ka for now. Pero after that, wala na ulit. But content marketing is the lifeline. It's a long-term, strategy that you can use for free, no? For your business. Okay. So, nagets ba, guys? All goods ba? Doon na tayo sa questions. Let's now proceed on our questions. All goods. Yun. All goods pa. Sulit ng session na to. Salamat naman. Stay tuned. Yan. Do we have questions? Sige. Yan, kwentuhan tayo. Mag-stop sharing. Open cams, guys. Open camera. Sobrang sulit. Thank you. Thank you. Salamat. By the way, magpapa-feedback form pala ako. Wait lang. Pero yeah, questions muna tayo, guys. Feel to ask your questions. You can raise your hand, no? Open your mic to ask questions. Ayan guys, ayan yung survey form natin. Pare-pareho lang. Click na lang ka ng isa. So, while we're having our Q&A, please do fill up the survey form. Yun guys, come on. Tanong na kayo anything else habang nandito pa ako. Hindi pa tayo. Tayo ng session. How many team members do you have in an agency to make sure that ito sa Sean method ay nagagawa? Kahit isa ka lang, kaya na. Anong types ng content po yung working ngayon sa freelancers selling their services? Yeah, good question. So yeah, lahat ng sinabi ko kanina, it's applicable for freelancers. That's what I do personally for myself. Um, consistently being on social media, showing up, on offline and online events, you know, build your branding, be consistent. Ano types ng content? Okay. Ano yan? Coach, paano po maparami ang YouTube viewers? Okay, so here's a thing, no? Dapat di ko siya ituturo ngayon, pero sige, tip na lang to, no? If you want to grow, maparami yung viewers ng YouTube, make sure na yung content na ipopost nyo doon is something relevant and trendy. Balik tayo sa SEO, no? So meron
May
tayong
question
mga
po ako.
tools na ginagamit, pero Google is okay na, no? Um, uh, i-search nyo, for example, ang content na gagawin nyo is, uh, magbigay ka nga ng content, faith sa YouTube. Ano yung content na gusto mo paramihan ng views? Faith. O for example na lang, e-commerce. For example, e-commerce na lang. So, e-commerce sa YouTube. So, make sure na lahat yung post mo na content is something that's trending using the trend, no? Para tumaas yung view. Ma-up siya sa SEO. Kasi yung search engine, babalik ka na. Ano yung sinesearch ng mga tao ngayon? Dapat yun yung content na ibigay natin. So, yung trend jacking na tinatawag or trend, uh, uh, yung riding in the trend. For example, Alice Guo ngayon ang trending. Pagkahuli ni Alice Guo, gawa ka ng content about that. I-connect mo ngayon si brand. Imagine niyo nga yung mga brands na, di ba? Yung mga brands na kay Alice Guo, nakita ko nyo ba yun? Yung Alice Guo, kapag bumalik ka dito, meron kang free Rolex from me. May free burgers kang ganito. Those are example of it. So if you're going to apply it to YouTube, pwede nyo rin gawin. Let's say about wellness. O yan, ganun nga. So, find trending topics about wellness on that niche na na yun yung hinahanap usually ng mga tao. Kasi you have to give the people what they need and what they want on a particular period of time. Yun yung strategy. Doon pumapasok yung pagiging strategist natin. What coach question when creating content, meron bang format na needs sundan and best practices? Wala naman. Wala naman. Pero ang gagalingan niyan, again, sinabi ko to kanina, di ba? Ang gagalingan niyan, is it solving a problem or does it add value? Yun lang yan, pagmumulan. Ang content niya. Is it solving a problem or is it adding value? Wala namang kailangan. Huwag niyong i-overthink yung mga kailangan niya. Format, walang ganun. Coach, recommended niyo po ba yung mga scheduler sa content marketing? Nakaka-affect ba yun sa reach, likes, etc.? Good question. Depende sa platform. Pero as per sa TikTok, medyo nakaka-affect daw siya. Kasi may mga sikat akong TikTok friends na influencers sa TikTok, content creators, na they opted not to schedule yung posting ng contents nila. Kasi may particular time din to actually post yung contents. Tapos parang si TikTok, na-detect niya kung naka-schedule, mas mababa yung views versus dun sa, record ko ngayon, inedit ko, pinost ko. Or I think even sa Reels, ganun din. Pero kung sa social media naman, okay lang yun. I mean, basta again, of value or is it solving a problem? What common content marketing mistakes to avoid? Uy, maganda yan. Alam mo, dapat part siya ng discussion ko, pero hahaba kasi ng sobrang topic. Pero siguro gagawin ko yan ng content soon or ah, sige, gagawin ko ng content yan at the same time, baka bigay ko rin ng another webinar. So mahaba kasi yan eh. Masyadong mahaba yan. Pero siguro isa na dyan, Maria Victoria ba yan? Inconsistency. Wag na wag kayo maging um, malaki yung factor ng inconsistency sa content. Yung lulubog. It's a matter of consistent. Long term siya, no? Pero kailangan consistent. Kasi nasisira yung algorithm. Nasisira yung ano. Nasisira yung momentum. You have to have, you have to ride the momentum sa content. I'm new to this po, coach. First din mag-attend but glad to be here. How long did it take you to build yourself as a content? Tagal. So, parang 4 years na akong ngayong freelancer. So, yeah. I'm still on the process. Malayo pa ako from there, pero I can say na medyo malayo na. I'm still on the process. But, yeah. And, ang magandang sagot kasi dyan sa tanong mo, Lorna, is if you're going to apply it for yourself, no, wag mo nang alamin kung gaano katagal ginawa na yun. The best way to is to start now. So, wag mo nang hintayin na, kaya naman palang gawin ito. Kaya palang gawin ni ganito ng 2 years. So, siguro next year na lang ako parang 2 years. No, start it right now. Lalo na kung binibuild yung freelance business nyo, yung brand nyo, as a freelancer, as a consultant, no, you have to do it now. Huwag nyo nang i-overthink. Just do it. Okay? Pwede po namin ma-repurpose ang videos sa client short form. Yes. Yes, please. Pwede. How to get free DC script. Okay. Oo nga pala. Buti pinaalala mo. Ganito. So, para makuha niyo yung free DC script from me, lalo na sa mga non-tribe members, subscribe kayo sa, wait lang. Bakit ganun? Ayun, okay. Subscribe kayo sa newsletter. So, pag nakasubscribe kayo sa newsletter ko, screenshot nyo ulit, tapos i-message nyo ulit ako para send ko na kagad. Ako, ito send ko na sa inyo via message. Sa messenger nyo na lang. So, i-follow nyo ako sa Facebook. So, this is my Facebook kasi baka malito. May mga poster kasi tayo. So, this is my Facebook. Tapos, subscribe kayo sa newsletter. Screenshot nyo lang. Send nyo sa akin via DM. I'll send you the free script template. So, from ano na yan, explanation, ano yung process, bakit kailangan may DC, and may sample script na rin doon. No? And template. Kung pwede nyo i-edit for it. Do it on your own. Okay. Next question. Tips po, paano di ma-burnout creating content marketing? Yon, magandang tanong to. So, paano hindi ma-burnout? So, make sure na wag mo siyang gagawin during your low time. Gawin mo siya on your optimal time, your productive time. Ano yung oras sa isang araw na best nagpa-function? Doon mo siya gawin. Pangalawa, manage your energy and attention. No? Kasi, hindi ko masabing manage your time kasi pare-pareho lang naman tayo naman 24/7 a day. Tama ba? 24 hours a day lang naman tayo lahat. Wala namang naiba sa atin. So, you have to manage ngayon yung attention mo. Saan mo ngayon ibinibigay yung attention mo at yung energy para di ka burn. So, mga productivity tips, na maghanap ka ng mga productivity tips na pasok sa'yo. So, marami dyan. Pwede kang mag mass creation ng content. No? Para, for example, sa isang linggo, naman hindi ka lang gagawa ng mga contents. Tapos i-schedule mo na lang. No? Or, gagawin mo siya in a way na hindi siya trabaho for you. Kailangan kasi it's something na natural mo na siya ginagawa. Parang kumakain ka na lang. Yung paggawa ng content sa'yo, it's part of you na. Dapat maging ganun para di ka ma-burn. Kasi, nababurn out ba tayo pag kumakain tayo or naliligo tayo? Hindi naman siya nakaka-burn out din. So, if we're going to treat content creation in that manner, Hindi tayo mag-burn out. Kasi alam natin part siya ng schedule natin. Di ba? Alam natin kailangan natin kumain, kailangan natin maligo. At hindi tayo nababurn out. No? So if ganun din yung mindset natin towards on content creation, less likely, we can avoid burn. Meron po ba talagang nagawa ng lahat? Strategizing, making the content, engaging ads, email marketing, building community? Yes. Pero mahirap yun. No, mahirap yun. And yung sinabi ko naman kanina, hindi nyo naman kailangan gawin lahat yun ng sabay-sabay. It's a strategy. Yung Sean method, no? It's a it's a consistent long-term planning and long-term strategy na i-implement, no? Hindi siya yung isang bagsakan, lahat isang bagsakan mong gagawin, no? Hindi. It's a long-term plan, no? So kaya nga strategize ka muna, start ka muna sa magsisimula, ano yung point A mo, point B to point C to point, no? Kasi mag-i-scale ka at you have to have milestones. And each milestones, kailangan may bago kang ginagawa. Di ba? May improvement. May new thing kang ini-implement na strategy. So, ganun naka-design si Sean method sa ganun. Okay? Any idea po on how to use video content for a service-based business? Example, consulting business. Yun, gawa ka ng content about your services, about your expertise. That's the best way to do that. Not sure kung kilala niyo si attorney, yung sikat na attorney ngayon sa TikTok, sa kasi Reels. Yung sikat, Anselmo. So, yun. Service-based siya na business. Yung consultancy law firm siya. Pero is doing 10 videos minimum in a day. Minimum yung 10 videos in a day. Yan. Kaya. Nagagawa niya eh. And in a period of 60 days, nag-grow yung TikTok account niya to 100,000. No. Again, as long as it solves a problem or adds value. Coach, sa target market, is it okay to combine medical and wellness clinics? Joy. Pwede naman. Pwede naman. Pero, magkaiba yon. I would suggest, mamili ka lang. No? Isa. Para mas madali on your end. Kasi, pag dalawa yung ginawa mo, ikaw mahirapan doon. Kasi magkaibang market yan. Magkaibang strategy yan. Magkaibang target market yan. Di ba? Eh kung mamimili ka lang ng isa, apply mo na lang yun sa the rest of the market ay go for some. Hindi ka mahirapan. Pero kung gusto mo mahirapan, okay lang din. How much ang pwede i-charge kay client for content creation? Joseph, very subjective tong tanong na. Pero, importante kasi malaman mo saan nagagaling yung client. Ano yung capability niya, ano yung resources niya. No? Um, ano yung demand na kailangan ng client? Ano yung pain points niya? Ano yung needs ng business niya? So, iba-iba yan. Each business has their own, has their own concerns and their own needs. So, very subjective. Tapos subjective din siya on your end kasi kailangan mo rin mag-survive, 'di ba? Kailangan mo mabuhay. So, kung magko-content creation strategies ka na offer sa mga clients mo, syempre dapat mabubuhay ka naman in a way. Mabubuhay ka, makasurvive ka, magiging masaya ka. Yung happy rate. Ikaw nakakaalam mo, 'di ba? Ikaw nakakaalam. Syempre dapat realistic. Okay? Next, how to get this video on Atlas. So, ma-upload siya. Hindi ko lang alam kung by Saturday, no, yung video. Pero, yeah, ma-upload naman siya. This is for the tribe members, ha? Yung mga tribe members na yung may access dito. But I'll ask din, yung mga gusto makapanood ng recording, I'll try to ask permission if I can upload it sa YouTube channel ko. Para yung mga gusto manood, we can go back to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Is it alright to use ChatGPT in content creation? Yes, definitely yes. Again, You can use ChatGPT for reference, for guide, no? Not as a copy-paste strategy. It will only destroy the algorithm and yung value. Thinking of it like eating is inside thinking. Okay. Subscribe and added na po in it. In terms of growing organically sa TikTok po from sabihin natin 0 followers, mas better ba ang content quality and content quantity? Both. Both talaga siya. Kasi, pero kailangan, of course, di ka naman pwede mag-post lang na 10 videos in a day pero wala namang kwenta. Pinakita mo lang yung feeling. So, again, panggagaling pa rin tayo dun sa uh, does it solve a problem or is it adding value? Paulit-ulit tayo dun, pero yun lang yung tandaan nyo parati. Kung gagawa kayo ng content, is it something that solves a problem or is it adding value? When you're asking do sa quality ng editing, quality ng video, kung maganda ba, malinaw ba, 4K ba yan, 1080p ba yung quality niyan, huwag nyo na isipin yun. Pwede nyo nang gawin yun pag medyo nakakaluwag-luwag na tayo. Pero right now, the goal is to have that level of consistency. Na you're doing both quality and quality content. Quantity and quality content. Kung gusto mo talaga mag-grow. So, I suggest, ito, isa sa mga case study ng isa kong friend. Sa TikTok din to, no? Nagbenta siya ng mga damit, mga apparels. 3 videos per day for 3 months, 90 days. Ngayon, million followers. So, consistent yun, no? 3 valuable contents per day for 3 months, 90 days. Right now, with million followers siya. And he's like earning so much sa damit business niya, sa apparel. Okay. So, yeah. So, that's for TikTok. Range po for content strategies, for example lang, si Edeline. Well, very subjective nga, pero sige, bigyan kita for the sake of, giving. Ako kasi, kung mag-rate ako, kung per hour, nasa $10 per hour. $5 to $10. Depende sa demand. So, that's the base rate. Pero kung fixed amount naman na with a fixed set of deliverables, you can start, from 750 to $1,000 about. Okay na? Edeline. Any more questions, guys? Wala na? Wala na bang tanong? Nakatulong ba, guys, yung session natin? Can I see kung ano yung feedback nyo? Yeah, so, yun. Again, no, so sa mga gustong makahingi ng DC script template, no, discovery call script and template. Screenshot nyo lang nakapag-subscribe ka sa newsletter ko and send me via DM sa Messenger para I can send it to you diretso. Yun. Thank you din. Salamat din sa pagstay, no? 59 people inside. Sobrang solid. So, yeah, I would like to see you all, guys. Can you open your camera and picture tayo? Coach, wala po ba yung DC script sa Atlas? For tribe members, we have our own DC script. Pero yung DC script na pinamimigay ko kasi something that I tweak. Personal ano ko siya? Personal, itinuwik ko na siya on my own. Because may explanation doon, ano yung story. So, more likely, okay lang kahit you don't ask for it. Pero yung mga for non-tribe members na nandito, yung mga cute members natin, no? Para may privilege na sila to actually get the script din. Keith, and open cam, guys. Open tayo. Ilan pa lang, oh? 1, 2. Picture lang. Pagbigyan nyo na ako. Hindi na ako nag-open kanina. Okay. Yun. Picture. I don't have cam, coach. Sige, it's okay lang. Yung iba, may mga camera kaya alam ko. Sige na, wag na kayo mag-makeup or wag na kayo maganda. Okay na kayo. The best looks ko ngayon. Yan, Joanne, Koy, yan, sino pa? Rose, Mark. Wala pang ligo, coach. Hindi ka namin maamoy. Sige na. Okay lang yan. Hindi ka namin maamoy dito. Kumakain mo, pasensya. Okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. In transit coach. Hindi okay lang. Nakamute ka naman eh. Picture lang. Picture lang tayo. Picture, picture. Si Mark. Ayan, si Mark, si Melo. Ano kayo? Show your faces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Yan. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And hopefully may natulong ako sa inyo on, content marketing. So, yeah. So, thank you, and have a great night. Good night, and salamat din sa mga nag-survey, yung mga nag-fill up sa survey form. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye!